Do you find that your drawings appear flat and lifeless? In this video, I'm going to show you how contrast affects your images and teach you a simple technique that you can use with your smartphone to assess the overall contrast in your drawings. And stick around to the end and I'll throw in a bonus tip. What's up, Timothy here. I'm a draftsman, painter, and a teacher making videos to help improve your art. If you're looking for a more effective way of learning art, please consider subscribing. Let's get right into this. Contrast can be used to describe many different things in art, such as value, color, texture, and size. Value tends to supersede the other aspects, so let's investigate that today. The value contrast in your image describes the relationship between light and dark values in your drawings. There are several ways to utilize it, and it can work for you or against you. When a drawing is being made in a full value range, the objective is to stretch out the entire range of values that our medium makes. When you have a full range of values, you allow more room for your middle values. This extra room will help in the illusion of dimensional forms. The mediums at your disposal do not produce the full range of values that you are seeing. So avoid compressing them unless you're using the compression as part of your artistic vision. There are three major ways to compress your value range, and each can have an effect on the mood of your piece. High-key images are composed with light value subjects and often with an overexposed background. Conversely, low-key images contain predominantly dark values and colors. It is often used to describe atmosphere or mood. The images can look a bit more dramatic or mysterious. Dracula would not look scary sitting on the beach. Well, maybe. The other type of lighting is mid-key lighting. This is when the highlights and shadows are both balanced, and neither is more dominant than the other. These images will appear very even. This is what newscasters seem to be lit with. The contrast or key of your images is entirely up to you. There is no right or wrong solution, but the key of your image should fit the mood you're trying to describe. A black mirror becomes helpful as it allows you to simplify the image, and you can look at the overall contrast that you're creating. For the most part, we are all walking around with a black mirror in our pocket. With your smartphone off, you can look at your image in reverse and assess the contrast you're creating. Also, if you're working from life, you can assess the value range you're observing from your vantage point. Note, a common error I see in beginners is that they overstate their reflected light and essentially flatten their images. You can see here an image where the reflected light is too strong. Let's try to correct it. The other more common issue is that the middle values or halftones in the lights are overstated or placed in too dark, and this muddies the intended lighting effect. Now we can see an image with values in the lights that are clearly out of place. Let's look and see if we can correct this. Try to be mindful of the overall lighting effect you're working towards as you add in your details. Details are great. All of that beautiful texture can really describe an object, but we want to make an effort to do it in context. Make sure that the macro effect you're working toward is not crowded out by the micro. You want to create a balance that adds to your image. As I mentioned earlier, here is your bonus tip that we can use with our smartphones. While working, I often take a picture of my images and turn them into black and white in my phone. This allows me to see the image with a fresh eye. It's just like I walked into the studio after a night's sleep. So for you, on those long working days when you're totally invested in your picture, after a good cup of coffee, take just a moment and take a picture. Desaturate it within your photo app, and this will allow you to really see what you have going on. Remember to work smart, not hard. If you're serious about improving your drawings, make sure you watch the rest of the videos in this series. If you have any questions or comments on how to improve your drawings, I'd really like to help by making videos for you, so please leave them down below. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. Create something awesome today. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.
look at people and I wonder all day, who are you when you are not the one in your way?